middle of this bed in, and look at this. Look at this female bear. She's just sleeping. She's under her pile of leaves. Here's the rest of her damn deep.
I literally got bombed.
This is the first ever investigation where there's genuine concern for our safety. What is that?
No, I don't think that the cave systems caused the disappearance, but I do think they explain why the ground keeps swallowing up people. Underground America is bigger, darker, and way more connected than we were ever told.
This is full-blown Satanism and ball worship right in our face. It seems like every day, week, or month they're doing a parade, what they call a parade, so they can throw these things right in front of our face.
What's good with the collective? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all if you're watching on TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. Shout out to Youngstown, Ohio today. And shout out to T-Jax 4810. It's all love, man. I appreciate you. I see you said you've been a day one supporter. I apologize again that I just now got to your comment, but I'm going to shout you out today. It's all love, man. Appreciate you. But y'all know what it is. I ain't going to hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
In the middle of this bed in, and look at this. Look at this female bear. She's just sleeping. She's under her pile of leaves. Here's the rest of her damn deep.
Get out of that lady's house. White people will do, on behalf of my people, white people will do absolutely anything and claim it's their right. It's my right, my activity. How have we not died off if this is what our instincts are doing for us? Get out of her house.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. He playing like clothes.
Remember that model in LA who was screaming in the streets that she had just escaped a cannibal party? Yeah, she was never seen again after this, but that's not a real thing. They don't eat people. Well, the Human Meat Project isn't even on the dark web. Like, you can look this up. Come on, this is fake. Or the Cannibal Club, who focuses on the cuisine of the taboo. Humans. And this is the staff? And this is the founder, who I wasn't expecting to be a blonde white woman, but somehow it makes sense. This is one of the chefs who served an endangered bird to the president of France, Francois, on his last meal. Endangered bird? I don't think that's allowed. And here's the art director. His name is Hiro. He hires the talent to entertain guests. What type of entertainment do they have at the Cannibal Club? Well, this week is Diamanda Gala, who is a performance artist who's musical, but she also speaks in tongues. It says that she speaks in tongues. This lady, what's her background? Do you know? She's always been around music. Her father was a gospel choir director. Okay, then this has nothing to do with anything satanic. Like, she's just an artist. So what on the menu would you order? The penne pasta with meat sauce? The liver and mushroom parati? I'm not fancy enough to know how to say that. But what would you order? The placenta lasagna? I don't know. I like the Russian pierogies a lot. It's savory filling of human meat. They're paying homage to the dead, though, so I'm sure it's okay. The sirloin steak is not from an animal. No. And if they're doing this, like, in public, like, on a public page, what the do you think they're doing in private? I don't know.
Great question.
Probably one of the scariest videos I've seen in a long time. So this is Noah. He was on a camping trip one night, and while he was on his way back from said camping trip, he decided to pull off the side of the road and catch some Z's. What ends up happening that night is something so chilling, something so horrifying that you guys probably need headphones for it.
I'm currently sleeping in the back of my truck right now. I don't even know what time it is, and there's someone walking around my truck right now. If you can hear that, it's pretty loud. He's been walking around for like 20 minutes already, supposed to get him away? He's literally knocking. He's literally knocking on my truck. The canopy, the back door's locked. I've never been scared before ever. I don't think he knows that there's anyone in here. I'm gonna try to see if he goes away eventually. We'll see. He's literally peeking through the door right now. I've never been this scared ever. So, the current time is 2:30 in the morning right now. He's still walking around my truck. I'm gonna try to see if I can flash my light to get him scared. So he runs away. There he is. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now, from what I understand, the individual knocking on his doors and windows was only there for about an hour and a half, or something like that. But he did finally leave, and Noah was able to get out of there safe and sound.
Y'all remember that clip? Y'all think he capping or is facts?
Orlando knows what's up.
Christian Rock, Blueface. He's not even Blueface.
You heard him. Shh.
That's not even the guy for real. Like,
Really? Tell us more.
Blueface has always been skinny.
Facts.
Alright, let's start making sense, Orlando. Yeah. Blueface has always been skinny. When have you ever seen Blueface with a belly?
Facts.
Is that?
You right, Orlando, because who is this, bro? Huh? Who is this? Because Orlando Brown just said that it's not Blueface. How long are we supposed to go along with this? We need to get to the bottom of this, guys. Who is this, bro? Because as a Blueface fan, I know that this is Blueface for sure. You see the difference? Now, Orlando Brown said that since when Blueface had a belly? Because I don't remember that. And I know people are going to say, oh, he was locked up, he gained weight. Yeah. But for some reason, Orlando Brown, somebody that was in the industry that lives out there, knows that that's not Blueface, guys. This is Blueface. You understand what I'm talking about? Shh! Shut up! Not just playing around, guys. Entertainment purposes only. This is Blueface. He came out. I'm happy that he's home. He gained some weight. You know, when you in there, you work out, you eat, you gain a little weight. Nothing to worry about. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.
Look, I don't know why when artists go down and go get some time served and they go behind them walls, bro, they come out looking different. I don't know why. It's always like that. Kodak, Gucci Mane, who else went in there and came out looking different? Bro, like that I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I know it. I'm talking about like, but Blueface, I think that's the same Blueface, in my opinion. I think he the same. I think it just, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Is that a reach or is it not? That shit get tricky.
Have y'all seen this video? I'm about to show you guys what mental slavery looks like and why some people cannot ascend and leave this system. So this guy goes around and asks a whole bunch of people, do they believe in Jesus Christ? Now pay attention to the people. Every single person says, no, they do not.
Believe in Jesus Christ? Leave it alone. Okay. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? No, I thought he died. Do you guys believe in Jesus Christ? Do you guys believe in Jesus Christ? Nope. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? No, I don't. I think he's a joke. Really? Yes. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Oh, sorry. Do you believe in Jesus Christ? I don't. Okay. Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No, I cut it a long time ago.
Do you believe in Jesus?
We're sure.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
You better know it.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus?
No.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
What is that?
Do you guys believe in Jesus Christ?
No.
Do you guys believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
No.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
I don't.
guys believe in Jesus Christ? Do you two believe in Jesus Christ?
No, I don't.
You better believe it. It's crazy because what if Jesus Christ was this system? Just what if? What if Jesus Christ was this entire system, you know, believing that you need to go to work to earn a living, believing that you need to pay for water, food, electricity, having to go to church and pay tithes and taxes and go to school to learn absolutely nothing for 12 years. So what if Jesus Christ was this system? Do you see why some of our people can never be free and will never be free? Because they believe in a system that was brought to them outside of them. Every other person in this video, those were the people who brought religion here. They said no. So the people who brought religion say they do not believe in this Jesus, but she does. This is crazy, y'all. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shift is here, y'all. Ain't no Jesus no more. Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
Y'all, girl, come here. Who are you and where's your mama?
At the house.
She at the house. You need me to go into the house.
I think the playground.
You know people be snatching kids.
No.
Yes, yes, the heck they do. And you just walking up to me, girl, you scared the daylights out of me.
No, my friends.
Huh?
My friends.
Where's mommy?
Huh?
Let's go find mommy? Yeah.
Damn. Kids just walking like that, bro?
The very same people that convince the entire world that God is not real, the Bible is made up, all of that nonsense, know the Bible better than your average Christian and do nothing but mock it. This says King of the North, which is God, and most Christians don't even know that. Psalm 48, great is the Lord and greatly to be praised in the city of our God. His holy mountain, beautiful in elevation, is the joy of all the earth. Mount Zion in the far north, the city of the great King. This is the only satellite image that exists as far as I know that's of the North Pole. I believe that this is Mount Zion. That's just my take. Isaiah 14, how you are fallen from heaven, O day star, son of dawn. This is about Lucifer. You said in your heart, I will ascend to heaven above the stars of God. I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly in the far reaches of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. It's saying that Lucifer wants to copy what God is and what God is doing and do it himself. So he's saying God is in the north. If you look at 1500s Mercator maps, the center is called the Rupes Negris, and it's the Black Rock. And it also includes the four rivers, the four corners, and I do believe there's a lot of things that mock this so that we don't even notice it. Job 37, no one looks on the light when it is bright in the skies, when the wind has passed and cleared them. Out of the north comes golden splendor. God is clothed with awesome majesty. And remember, the Bible repeatedly says that God is light. The word used for God's light has the same root word as emerald in Aaron's breastplate. So they're related. Emerald, light. And we know this. We have a built-in understanding that green light is good. It means go.
I appreciate her content a lot.
It looks like to me humans are actually unlocking superpowers. Check this out. Both feet come off the ground and he levitates for a second. This might not look like much to you, but if you rewatch the video, you can clearly see if he concentrated just a little more, he might have actually levitated. I really feel like humans are on the cusp of unlocking extraordinary abilities. Stay weird.
Called up my brother and we shot him in his face he shot him in his face 5 times and threw his body in the lake. Until this day, don't nobody know where he's at. And don't nobody know that I had anything to do with that.
And what's the dude of the guy that he threw the body in the lake?
Jordan Williams.
Tasha Confessions.
Took a can of tuna, the juice, I poured it all over his bed and his pillows, let it dry, put the sheets back on there, and then took a handful of tuna and threw it all around his house. He lives in Midland, Texas. You know, it get hot as hell up in here. Turned the AC completely off in his house, left the door standing open. That was like 2 months ago. His house still smells like tuna to this day.
Episode 29 is streaming now, exclusively on Patreon.
I can't finish. Oh, I'm talking about damn near I'm in this bitch for like 2-3 hours. It's dry? Bro, what? To the point where, bro, I had to fix my nut. Cause I spit on her back. I had to spit on her back yo, that shit was good. Get out of there.
Click the link in our bio and watch it today. Tasha Confessions.
Oh shit! I don't know where I've been. Where y'all ever came across this page before? Damn! I ain't gonna lie, the first one really blew me. She telling everything. If that's my sister, I'll be so pissed. Oh, you telling everything. Oh man, she said the lake. Did she say the boy's name? Oh gee, this is crazy. This is crazy work. How y'all feel, man? Y'all want more of that? Collective. Okay, spam it up in the comments if y'all want more of the toxic confessions. And how far y'all think is too far and how far is not too far. Let me know if y'all want more of that. I bet you that shit get real crazy.
I literally got bombed. I literally just got bombed. And this is when we thought the war was over.
Damn, I had to take some out 'cause she showed her bruises.
I knew life was a joke when I found out that we all gotta die. I'll never forget this shit. I was at my great-granny's funeral, and I sat there and I asked my mama, I said, Mama, why is my granny in that box and why is she not moving or talking? And my mama looked at me and my mama said, she passed, she died. She went on to meet the Lord. And I looked at my mama and I said, so do we all gotta go on and meet the Lord? And she said, yes, we do. And then I knew from that moment on to never take life serious. This shit is a joke.
I mean, I still take it serious, but
I'm starting to believe that you guys really want to have nightmares. Like, you are seeking it out at this point. If you guys are still watching after we've been talking about the scary things in the book of Enoch and the ocean, I found my people. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Leviathan. This is a terrifying sea creature mentioned in the Bible multiple times, and the description God gives is that it is untamable, frightening to look at, and unbeatable by any weapon on earth. According to theologists, the Leviathan was created on the 5th day and was so powerful that God had to subdue it with the archangel Gabriel. Here are some details about this terrifying sea creature from Job 41. It is a creature too large for traders to sell, strikes fear in the heart of man, is king over all the proud. I can definitely make another video about the Leviathan spirit that can often inhabit people that have very prideful tendencies. The Leviathan's eyes are like rays of dawn, as you can see above. Its breath sets coals ablaze and has a hard underbelly, as well as a chest that feels like rock. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that kind of sounds like a dragon to me. I'm also going to make another video about the fact that we might have been lied to. I say might because if I don't, TikTok's going to take my video down, but y'all know what I really mean. We might have been misled this whole time and dinosaurs were never really here and they were just dragons. Anyway, moving on. In the Bible, specifically Psalms 74:14, I believe, it says that God annihilated the Leviathan. However, a lot of people are starting to believe that it's still out there somehow. Let's talk about why. Did you guys see this on Google Earth? Tell me I'm not the only one. This is what looks like to be a giant sea creature's head that is literally moving across the globe on Google Maps. Like what? Shortly after finding this, scientists noticed an anomaly bigger than ever recorded before, and it was sending off mass alerts. People have also been noticing that the sea life is becoming more and more aggressive and picking up strange tendencies like packs of whales just beaching themselves for no reason. I honestly don't want to think about the Leviathan still being out there because at this point, y'all want to give me heart palpitations. Like, why are you doing this to me? Like I said before, we see in the Bible that God annihilated this creature. However, a lot of people think that there were two of them because throughout history, the Leviathan has been described as being two-headed. Some people are starting to believe that it wasn't two-headed. It was actually two Leviathans. However, God annihilated the female one so that they couldn't mate because God knew that if there were a bunch of little crazy sea creatures going around the world, we would be cooked. That begs the question, okay, well, if the creature was so evil, why did God create it? If this theory were to be true and there is one still out loose somewhere, hopefully not. Y'all have to understand that we were meant to live side by side in peace with these animals like in the Garden of Eden. But once the fall happened and sin entered the world, boom, everything's evil. And y'all know that the enemy likes to pervert anything that God means for good. So therefore, it turned into an evil sea creature. Obviously, we know that there's no power on earth or down below that's more than the power of the Lord. Amen? And one more thing before I go, guys, because you know I always have to make room for a part 2. What if Godzilla and King Kong are actually real and they're biblical? Kind of sounds like the Behemoth, which is a great land creature, aka King Kong, and Godzilla, which is a great sea creature, aka the Leviathan. Just hear me out. Y'all know that I have to test the boundaries somehow. It would make sense that the media is trying to copy off the Bible and claim it as their own, would it not? Anyway, as always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below if you want a part 2, even though I know y'all did it.
y'all even believe in the Leviathan? Let me know.
You know what you up about gang banging and makes me think that this shit is all a simulation? And I'm gonna use the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s as an analogy in this. And don't worry, this is no disrespect towards y'all hoods. But before that, how is it that the police lights are red and blue? Bloods and Crips represent red and blue. Northerners and Southerners represent red and blue. BDs and Vice Lords, both red and blue. What the is up with red and blue? But back to what I said earlier. How is it that every 10 blocks is the gang that represent those 10 blocks? But for some magical reason, every 10 blocks you run into a different group of dudes saying some different shit. Like for instance, the rolling 20s, they go from 20th Street to 29th Street. And the rolling 30s would go from 30th Street to 39th Street. And then rolling 40s would go from 40th Street to 49th Street. It's like, how did every 10 blocks they run into an opposing force? Like y'all was able to take over everything from 20th Street to 29th Street, but all of a sudden you get to 30th Street, you got a problem with a new group of niggas calling themselves the 30s, and they couldn't do the same shit with the 40s. They were only able to convince everyone from 30th Street to 39th Street that, hey, we're gonna be the rolling 30s. And as soon as they tried to push past 39th Street, the black people on 40th Street was like, Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like shit don't naturally happen like that. But you know why I think those gangs are 10 blocks each? It's because everybody knows that 3, 6, and 9 are the numbers of the universe. And 9 is the number of completion. A lot of think 10 is higher than 9, but really 10 is just 1 starting all over again. It just represents the new beginning, which is why when you cross 39th into 40th, it's a new tribe, a new gang. And that's exactly how video game map sectors work out. Each sector is coded separately so NPC groups don't bleed into each other. Now back to even the colors. It is no reason why Bloods and Crips, Norteños and Sereños, Democrats and Republicans, left and right, fire and water, police light, all use red or blue. But yeah, that was just some crazy shit that was on my mind.
I get where he getting at, but I want him to explain other cities that ain't built off 10 blocks. You get what I mean? I want to hear more about that one. I get it, but I don't get it.
Do y'all remember him? This is Zach. Zach was full front in the Kanika Jenkins case. He had files that cost him his life. Jedediah met with Zach right before he lost his life. They warned him to back off the case, and then they unalived him. Listen what Jedediah had to say about this.
Zach TV showed me some stuff, and I never betrayed his work. I never did that. I don't know all the particulars about his life, but that man called me and he said, Jedediah, I know all these people, bro, and I got some stuff that you don't have. And he said, Jedediah, you are doing the right stuff. He said, you are about to crack the case, and because of you, I've been getting way more information. He said, Jedediah, look at the timing of the damn interview. He said, I don't give a what nobody say. He said, I know some things and I need to tell you directly. That man said, we need to meet up. And he says, I'm going to let you do a video on my page. He said, because you need to be heard. And he said, you need to tell X, Y, Z, and I'm going to give you some stuff. I said, Zach, I don't think people are going to hear me. They're not going to be able to hear me. I'm going to just speak my piece. I'm going to just speak my piece and I'm going to drop it, bro. He said, Jedediah, I don't know. Let me, I don't know if I framed that right. Zach TV put himself on the line to give a person that was now being attacked and targeted a voice. And it wasn't popular at that moment. He did it because he knew in his heart and believed it was the right thing to do. That is why I have an interview with Zach right before he left this world. And he showed me some stuff and I said, oh shit. Thank you.
This is full-blown Satanism and ball worship right in our face. It seems like every day, week, or month they're doing a parade, what they call a parade, so they can throw these things right in front of our face. This is obviously Baal, which is also Moloch. But that's not all, they have the BAPH one as well. And they actually show that Baal is literally a fallen angel, which I'll show you in 1 second. This was the flyer for this. Look how obviously satanic this is. Look over here. Obviously this has to do with spiritualism, the Bible, angels, and whatnot. And this angel right here with that little halo, that's a Statue of Liberty, Apollyon, or Abaddon. Lucifer. Now here is the bull with literal wings showing you he's a fallen angel. I gotta block out part of this one, but you can see it breathing fire. How descriptive. And of course, Baal worship is everywhere around the world. New York, 2022 Commonwealth Games, and really all over the industry completely. If you don't know, Baal was the ancient Canaanite god for a certain kind of ritual. But as time progressed, Baal started being called Moloch, symbolized by the owl, but neither the bull or the owl is what Baal actually looks like. And would you believe it, this is the same exact deity above my head, really popularized by the Knights Templar. As time progresses in this world, it really doesn't mind me with all the chaos and disasters going on in the world.
It blew me away how many people attend shit like that.
See, what they're not telling you is that the reason why the bears are attacking people in Japan, China, the UK, and Russia is because they're actually eating the bears over there. I just watched this video over here of a man paying $1,048 to eat one bear paw. He had to pay for four bear paws. In order to eat one bear claw, he had to purchase all four of them for $1,048 because they're hunting the bears out there, y'all. And apparently the bear attacks are happening here in America as well too. There's a couple of states here in our country that people are getting attacked by bears. What is going on?
One of the most prized parts of the bear's body. He did not have any paws laying around, and what he said is that I would have to buy 4 paws from a freshly hunted bear. How much did I pay for that? For 4 bear paws, it was over $1,000. Essentially, it's around $260 or $70 per foot. So I'm gonna build up a little bit of liquid courage before we get started here. Now this is sake in a jar. Decent. I'm not really sure how to have at this. Oh, there's some nice gooey bits right there. The bear has a bit of a gamey, a bit of a funk to it, but then there's astringent, sour, smelly balsamic vinegar. So you can see some of that has become very gummy and is falling off. Right here, I've got a little bit of the side of the paw. Cheers. Very gummy, super gelatinous. It's a funky tasting bear. If I'm gonna get any meat out of this thing, I gotta go to the pulp. These are the pads, the toes, and then the pads on the bottom of the foot. That is gonna be super gelatinous. Let's try to get this. Oh, it's gooey. So this seems to be a bit more meaty. This seems like legitimate protein. Let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. It's so spongy. It's like eating lungs.
Y'all, that's basically a person. He's eating the foot of a person. If you were to shave down a bear, it would look almost human. My goodness. This is crazy, you guys. But yeah, y'all, this is exactly why these certain places are getting attacked by wild animals, especially the bears. But they always tell you, do not mess with the bear, right? Do not poke the bear. Do not feed the bears. The shift is here. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Peace in.
Man, I watch him, and there's another creator I watch. He got a beard. I think he's from United Kingdom. Could be somewhere else. I apologize if not. I forgot his name. But he be throwing food down in time frames. I like watching his channel. But this, and I like this channel too. But yeah, I mean, I've seen his videos too before. I think he was in Africa when I seen a video of him. I wouldn't be touching no bear meat. I would assume that it's, I'm good, bro. You ever seen a bear with all of his hair removed? Have y'all ever been on the internet and seen that? The shit look like a rat, bro. I'm straight. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, that's some real shit. It look like a damn rat. I'm cool. I'm not eating no bear. Y'all ever seen the tapeworms coming out because they eat so much salmon? Bro, this shit's crazy.
To the gods and goddesses. Now, I know some would allege that this is potentially computer-generated imagery. This picture was floating around before artificial intelligence. For those that are unaware of who this is President Eisenhower, and he was said to have 3 alleged meetings, secret meetings, allegedly, with extraterrestrial biological entities. What you're witnessing here is tall whites, and it's been said that the tall whites actually work very closely with our government and world leaders. Some even alleged that a Venusian by the name of Valiant Val Thor also worked with our government. This extraterrestrial meeting with President Dwight Eisenhower allegedly took place at Edwards Air Force Base in the year 1954. Now, the way the story goes, it actually indicates that these beings were referred to as Nordics, And these Nordics wanted to communicate with Eisenhower for the purpose of eradicating all nuclear weapons. And it states that they didn't even communicate verbally, that they actually spoke telepathically. And their objective was to pretty much, they told Eisenhower that if he got rid of all nuclear weapons, then what they would do is they would basically provide him supreme technology as well as with spiritual information. Now, what's sad about this whole story is Eisenhower didn't agree because he didn't want to give up the nukes. But that same exact year, he spoke with some other extraterrestrials and actually made a bargain with them. And the deal was that they could have cattle, earthling cattle, and humans to do medical experiments on for exchange for technology. We'll say allegedly for this act. If this story is true, this means that the president actually sacrificed the people of the country and the animals for the purpose of ascertaining technology. This is because most of the powers that be are associated with blue blood draconian bloodlines and Nephilim descendants that actually lack empathy. Now, there are some benevolent beings that try to infiltrate the government that actually do the right thing. There are some good ones that do try to come in, but they understand the laws of Ma'at. They understand the laws of chaos and order, and their objective is never to interfere, all right? But there's other ones that don't follow the laws of the law of one or the laws of Ma'at that actually try to interfere, and this is your patriarchal system that's currently being eradicated. Now, I made you aware that this whole planet was an extraterrestrial testing facility and a huge eugenics program. Contrary to what you've been told, most of us actually have extraterrestrial bloodlines. Most of us have extraterrestrial epigenetic storage, and this is one of the main reasons why our telomeres have been capped off, so we don't have access to that information. But as the sun starts to wake up and accumulates more ionizing particles, we're now beginning to tap into that dormant DNA. Although we all identify under the nomenclature title known as a human, we may look similar in appearance, but we're actually very different genetically. This is why there's so many different blood types on the planet. A lot of these different beings came down and made it and amalgamated and mixed genetics. This is why more than ever we need to cleanse ourselves and start tapping in. Because as the sun's activating, we're becoming something different. Listen, gods and goddesses, anytime the government or the powers that be try to keep you away from something, it's because what they're trying to keep you away from is truly powerful. And what have they been trying to keep us away from thus far? Good health, all right? There's been a lot of COVID strains popping out. There's been tons of chemtrails being sprayed. There's been lots of endocrine disruptors. There's been serratia marcescens. There's been people getting sick all over the place because they fear something going on with our DNA in the sun, all right? So this is the time more than ever to get yourself right.
See no sword popping around the screen either, so can't say that's AI.
It's Waptober, y'all already know what's going on. I got a whole bunch of things coming up in this Waptober. But listen, I got a new book coming out called Episodes. So anybody who got family members or they self is dealing with mental health issues, you need to get this book. This talks about my struggles through my adult life with mental health. So listen, it's talking about a whole bunch of different episodes in my life. It talks about the time I was high as hell and got the ice cream cone tattoo. It talks about the time when I was going through an episode and my wife kidnapped me with my 6 bodyguards from the Porsche and had to take me to a mental hospital. Man, it talks about the time me and Scooter seen each other in the airport and we got into it when I was going through an episode. This book just crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? It talks about my childhood. It talks about me and OJ growing up trapping. It even talks about me and my mom and our strained relationship from when she tried to get the thing like Britney Spears got on her. My mom tried to do that to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all that in this book. This book is serious. Like, I'm really just like, you know, pulling back the covers and talking about my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, here go Ice right here.
What's this?
That's my...
I ain't gonna lie, I probably would read that. Would you?
I've been staring at these two maps right here for years now and trying to figure out why they match up so closely. This is the missing 411 map and the cave system in this country, and today I think I figured out a piece of it. No, seriously, I don't believe this is a creepy coincidence that these two maps match up. America has an entire underground that nobody ever talks about, and once you look at what's underneath our feet and the overlay between these maps, everything makes sense. Let's look at this map a little bit closer because listen, every missing 411 cluster lines up with a deep cave system, abandoned mine shafts, or underground tunnel networks. I'm talking Appalachia, the Ozarks, Northern California, the Rockies, they're all the same. For the longest time, I would ask myself, is something living down there or is something using those spaces? Turns out it's a bit deeper than that. Cave systems, abandoned mine shafts, and underground tunnel networks that we know about is just the tip of the iceberg. The United States has one of the largest underground infrastructures in the entire world. Like just our cave system alone, let's take Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. It is the world's largest cave, the world's largest cave. About 90% of it's unexplored. Then there's abandoned coal tunnels that stretch for miles, underground government bunkers, utility tunnels, smuggling tunnels, military complexes, and entire regions where there's more tunnels than there are roads. Most people have never heard of this, but I guarantee you criminals and traffickers have. When you look at the missing 411 clusters, and then you look at the cave system, and then you look at the trafficking hotspots in this country, you start to see a pattern. That pattern being remote areas, no cell phone service, no camera coverage, easy entrances, and plenty of underground hiding space. No, I don't think that the cave systems caused the disappearance, but I do think they explain why the ground keeps swallowing up people. Underground America is bigger, darker, and way more connected than we were ever told. When I put all of these maps together, it started reminding me of a government proposal that I had read years ago. It's from the RAND Corporation. It's about the very high-speed transit system that they proposed to go all across the country underground, but we'll talk about that next time.
Night. A team of paranormal investigators from the UK who went missing in the Appalachian Mountains on Halloween have been found, and now their shocking footage is being released.
I'm under no illusions right now that this is our most dangerous investigation to date.
This is the first ever investigation where there's genuine concern for our safety. What is that?
Outside. Just go away.
Campbell's is in hot water after their VP was caught on a hot mic saying that their soups use bioengineered meat and that only poor people eat them. In the recording, he said this.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy every products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I know what the in it, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
If the vice president of the company is talking about his soup this way, I'm never eating it again. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about this in the comments and make sure to follow if you want to get all your news in one place.
You want to know the most annoying things to see in the comments is when people say, especially to something like this, oh, y'all thought that was real meat? Of course it's processed. It's like, bro, think about people who can't afford nothing but this. Think like from that perspective, because it's like either you do relate to that, you just trying to act like you don't relate to that, or you always been privileged your whole life, bro, and you never had to know what it felt like to eat something you really don't want to eat. Like that shit is so irritating. Or just because you know it don't mean somebody else knows that, bro. It's as simple as that may sound. Still, there's people out there who are oblivious to half of this stuff. And I think it's not about it being 3D meat that's got the whole world. Well, I think part of it is that. But I think majority of what got everybody talking about this is the fact that is what this guy is saying about people who are buying this. That's what I think. And he didn't even give a color. He gave he said people, meaning the consumer who eats that, the people who buy that. He's talking about them. They didn't come with no image you could see in your head, but just everybody felt that. Like he talking about all of us because everybody has ate some damn Campbell's soup. I feel like everybody has at least ate it at least once in their lifetime. But let me know y'all thoughts. But I don't believe in leaving nobody behind. So if somebody don't know, we gonna let them know. And if you already know and you feel like you can't stop what you already know to help somebody learn something that you already know, then you in the wrong place, bro. Straight up. Because it's a place where we all together and we move as one. That's how I see it. Each one teach one. You see it, you know it, you learn it. If you know it, teach it. If you learned it, teach it. Pass it down. If you got it, and pass it to somebody. Simple. Help, man. Help somebody.
Hey, this right here is the type of flight I'm not staying on. Because imagine you're on a plane and it's about to take off, and all of a sudden a guy just get up and start shaking and then talking crazy, talking about this is the 6th time. We always crash, we always die, and we're stuck in a loop. What are you gonna do? At this point, flight is canceled. Let me off this, yo. I'm getting my bags. I'm about to go get a rental and I'm driving to where I gotta go. Unless it's overseas, then that shit. And I don't care if I'm in first class. I'm still not doing it. I don't care. Buddy's going crazy. And the crazy thing about this video is the man that was yelling, he wasn't trying to get attention. He really sounded like someone who was tired of going through the same loop over dying again, and again. We all seen Final Destination. That's what that remind me of, fool. You can really hear the fear in that man's voice. That's why I know this man is not going crazy, fool. He must really went through the same loop. So let me ask y'all a question. If you was on that flight and you heard someone say that, are you gonna stay in your seat, or are you getting up and you're exiting the plane? Because I already told y'all what I'm doing.
If you don't have thalassophobia, I'm gonna give it to you right now. Part infinity of why the ocean is terrifying. We're not even gonna talk about the spiritual part anymore. We're just gonna talk about the facts, the scientific facts, since y'all love science so much. Before we get into the tea, make sure that you guys follow my backup TikTok and my YouTube, just in case this one gets banned. Y'all know that there are black holes in the ocean called eddies that can last for months and even years. I gotta bring out the Chuck Bass eyes for y'all to understand. Years. Do y'all like black holes? Where does it lead? What's in there? Why does it last for years? And it can be up to 150 kilometers. Look up how big that is. Please look up how big that is. The fact that there is so much going on in the ocean that we don't know about, that we are purposely being kept in the dark about. Let's talk about the 1970s. In the 1970s, the Navy put sensors on the ocean floor to try to be able to detect things like submarines and other equipment. They found that there are not only structures in the ocean, but things resembling UFOs that travel at lightning speed on the ocean floor. This was in the 1970s. And of course, y'all remember Congress just talking about there's a presence in the ocean. This is old news, but they're trying to present it as new news. I promise you there's more than that 5% of the ocean discovered. They just have not told us about it yet. Oh yeah, TikTok is for entertainment purposes only. None of it's true. Also, just whole other topic. Did you know that if you were to fall off a cruise ship or any kind of ship in the middle of the ocean and stay in that ocean for 3 days, the salt water would start to molt your skin off your bones? Yeah. Have y'all heard of Point Nemo? The farthest you can possibly be from land. And do y'all know about the fact that NASA dumps space equipment in Point Nemo? I'm gonna tell you something right now. I truly believe that there's something else going on at Point Nemo, not just space junk dumping. Out of all the places, why would you choose there to dump space junk? Another point. Can y'all actually sit down and try to think about how many corpses are just in the ocean? Like throughout history, how many people have been dumped in the ocean? Do y'all remember how the slaves chose the sea and they would jump into their death? Like, just imagine. When you're at the beach, I want you to think about that. While you're at it, I want you to look up Sauce 90, and I know we're getting back to the spiritual part of it, but I want you to look at siren videos. I know for a fact that this dude has come in contact with sirens, because ain't no way, like, those videos will send chills down my spine at any moment. Long story short, y'all asking me, oh, is space or the ocean
You
more
cannot
terrifying?
convince me that stars are not portals.
You really have to ask that question.
I've
This
said
is
this for
exactly
years.
why
They
you
look
won't
exactly
find me in
like
the
light
ocean more
reflecting
than
off
knee
water.
deep. That's
The
maybe
same
even
shimmer,
ankle
the
deep.
same
Knee
ripple,
deep is on a good day.
But I never
Okay?
realized
As
they were
always, y'all make sure
actual
you like and
portals
follow and
until
comment
the
down below
craziest
what
thing
you
happened
think.
to me the other night. So I was researching the stars, minding my business, and I came across this video from Fittest Flat Earth. He was saying how he's seen a dog in the stars.
Now here's where this gets a little crazy. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that I see dog images in the stars. There's one right there. Dog images.
So I'm like, okay, well, I just recorded a video the other night of the stars. Let me see if I see anything. So I go to the video and I zoom in, and there was a bear, like a real live bear. And just randomly, out of nowhere, I said to my aunt who died a few years ago, Aunt Cindy, come see me through the stars. Like, I promise I won't be scared. So then I proceed to like adjust the brightness on the star that I took a video of. And I kid you not, like on everything I love, my aunt face pops up. And before anybody comment that this was AI, this was shot on my iPhone 16 Pro. No filters, no edits, no apps. But the crazy part is when you really think about it, this proves three things. Science lies. Stars are not just balls of burning gas. My phone picked up clear images. Number two, stars are literal portals. Windows, entry points, gateways. The ancients said it, but we just forgot. And then number three is when someone you love dies and somebody is like, they're watching over you. That is literally, this proves it. Through the stars, through the portal, through the light. We must wake up. Peace and love to y'all.
I mean, that looked damn like the picture to me.
Every single one of them. This right here, this right here, that's not a human being. That's a witch. That's a witch. He's a warlock. Him right there, he's a warlock. His name is Junior Chetty, whatever his name on Facebook. He's a warlock. I don't know what happened to this man. That's supposed to be my grandpa. He's also a warlock.
Damn, he putting a whole family business out there.
Everybody right now, listen to me. Go listen to the song You Are Just Another Part of Me by Michael Jackson. Do not go listen to the song. Listen as if someone is telling you instructions, okay? He is very clearly telling you what the f is going on. Listen to the Michael Jackson song, You Another Part of Me.
Y'all know I had to take out the song. Y'all gotta listen to it yourself.
My time is coming to an end. But I don't want you to lose focus. I want you to know that this is an official CIA document. It got leaked on Google a couple years back. And the thing is, no matter whether you believe me or not, this is exactly what's happening. But it's not like you think. I think that somebody hears it and they think, well, maybe the whole burger's made of that. No. They're using this as fillers. They're filling food. That's how they're keeping it going. How else would they feed as many people as they do a day? Just think about somebody like McDonald's. Every town in every state almost has 1, 2, 3. Even when I used to live in, it had like 4 or 5. Y'all, they don't gotta hide it from you because there's nothing you can do. And I know you don't want to hear that. There's only one option in stopping this. But it's not just about this. It's about everything. And I'm going to give you one more tip, because I might not be able to talk again. When they tell you to leave a gravesite after the person's funeral is over, don't leave. Don't you ever leave, because that is exactly what they're trained to do. Have a great day.
So you telling me they put speed limits in place so people won't open up portals while they driving? And you know, it always kind of did seem a little bit off that it's cars that go up to 200 miles per hour. But for some reason, even on the highways and the freeways, the fastest they want people driving is 75. 75 miles per hour. Don't make no sense. Then even if you go and watch Back to the Future, Marty McFly had to drive 88 miles per hour in order to time travel. But let's add a whole nother layer to it. Think about the way streets even designed in the first place. The fact that soon as you catching a little bit of momentum, red lights everywhere, unnecessary traffic, stop signs everywhere to the point where you can't even drive these cars how fast you want to drive in the first place. Now let's think about this. When you design a building and it's a cube shape, a box shape, it contains energy. The energy isn't able to flow freely. Now think about schools and school zones. And we know that when we children, your energy level is the highest. And that's when we the closest to the spiritual world still. Now think about the fact that that's where they had you drive the slowest at. And if you was to drive too fast out there, it might be way easier to open the portal in the first place, which is why they lay these rules down in the way that they do in the school zones. Now think about even in neighborhoods where everybody live and it's all of this energy in one place. On top of the fact that the city decide where these neighborhoods are built in the first place. Now think about the fact that all of these houses, they box shaped, speed bumps everywhere. Seem like something in common with all of these places, right? On top of the fact you can't drive how fast you want to drive out there either. And even if you was to try, it's all of these different turns. The streets not that long in the first place. And if they is, speed bumps. Something to think about. Maybe it's because they don't want you opening up portals. Now we see why certain people be going missing in certain places, and that's not to account for everybody, but it makes sense with some of these strange cases where people just be in their car, gone. But hey, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Do not try this just because you watched my video.
Facts. Do not try that because you watched this video. I'm gonna go ahead and say I get what he's saying, but then again, at the school zones, bro, you gotta be careful because kids be darting out in front of the streets out of nowhere, and before you know, you'll F around and smack one of their little asses on accident. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, one time I was literally driving and they be running everywhere, bro. It's almost like, well, me as a kid, I was told, you better not run in the street, you're gonna get your ass whooped. Some kids don't get ass whoopings and some kids don't get told that. So some kids don't have that sense of awareness of knowing where to go and what not to do. They just freely moving around. The parent might be like that. So they gonna dart in front of the street. Like that, it is what it is. That's the way the world works. But, I mean, I hear them. But then again, if that was the case, we all would be hitting portals on the freeway. Because maybe not in y'all state, but in our state, we, like, minimum is 60, 65. But like I said, people be going like 80, 90. Some people go 100 on the freeway. Nah, I mean, they do, but CHP gonna be on their ass before you know it. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Reach, facts, can y'all see it? What's y'all thoughts?
Remember that time when people just took a DNA altering substance that had never been successfully used on humans before for free cheeseburgers and beer? And remember how you treated the people that didn't take it? Like, you called them names and you called them stupid and you said they were selfish. Remember that? Or how, like, anybody who, like, stood up against it was considered anti-science, except the science about already catching and developing immunity from that was ignored and suppressed and actually, like, got accounts shut down. Remember that? Remember how, like, we're anti-science, but you couldn't talk about, like, the benefits of minerals and sunlight and exercise and good sleep? Remember how you couldn't talk about that stuff and how they banned the hashtag natural immunity? Remember that? Because we're anti-science? And then remember, like, we were, like, anti-science. We were like, well, according to science, this is the most dangerous one ever created, like the most deadly one ever created. And then you were like, yeah, but theirs is unreliable. And then we're like, what's the reliable source? And you're like, there isn't one. And you didn't have a problem with that. Remember that?
You're sick. You got to check yourself for a pulse if you genuinely believe this was built in a time when the main mode of transport was horse and cart and the main tools were hand and chisel. I don't know what else to tell you. Just look with your own eyes. If you can't see it.
Some people don't want to see it.
Europeans come to this continent, literally ethnically cleanse the indigenous population out of existence, kill them on a scale that has hardly been equaled, and refer to them as savages. That's an achievement. Who's the savage? The first time I encountered this was in a little town in Massachusetts called Deerfield. It's a reconstruction of what that little town looked like in colonial America. And in front of each house is a plaque that explains something about this house. And then description. On the 18th of October of 1702, the savages attacked. The first time I saw this, the savages. You come in here, destroy everything these people have, and they are the savages. That's an interesting move.
It is.
You know?
I hadn't thought of that before.
Think about it.
With all that being said, how do anyone have the energy, the audacity to fix their lips and say, get immigrants up out of here? How was the United States created? How was it created? Thanksgiving. How was it? Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Something told me the whole Charlie Kirk thing was a distraction for something going on with the Epstein files. And what I just showed you was the book that was released. And when I say this book is so goddamn dark, if you just scroll through the book, because it's posted by ABC, it literally came out 1 hour and like 12 minutes before the Charlie Kirk incident. That everybody needs to be in dark and dirty and nasty, and it has so many hidden messages. There are so many hidden messages that are linked to like Pythagorean theorem. They have these pictures, and like this is one heading titled Brooklyn, and it has little excerpts of clips from like New York fairs where it says freak show and all this other shit. They have like Xerox copies.
We're gonna put that out.
Shut your industries up if you're talking about green energy. You have lied to us for too long, and the honeymoon of lies is over.
It's kind of crazy when you gotta even get your... It's crazy we even gotta bring topics like that up. It's kind of crazy, man. But y'all know we already made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos, very smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all, Collective. I love y'all for real, and until I see everyone in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account, sheesh, at the amount.